Ignore this, ignore this, ignore this, ignore this. Alright, let's put on some music. Um, blah, 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 blah. Let's put on some music. Chat, what do we want to listen to? I'm probably gonna... you know what? Let's see... Let's go to YouTube. What playlist do I have saved? Jumpstart first grade songs. Uh, let's see. Download later MP3. There's 29 videos in here, and I don't want to get claimed, so I'm not gonna play any of those. Unraveled, Glassworks, Kahoot. No. What's in music videos? That's not what I want. Super Hexagon. I don't know. Let's look up easy solution. Easy solution. Right here. Let's scroll up, 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 and ahaha, you. We are listening to you. Alright, so yeah, this is AI Dungeon. In case you don't know what this is a AI adventure game. You can pick any of these settings. And is that stream delay on my end, or is that just the stream delay? That's just the stream delay. Unless I've dropped frames. I've dropped quite a few frames. Huh. Well, that's fun. Is my Wi-Fi about to cut out? Oh boy, I sure hope not. Alright, but, so yeah, pick any of these settings, and I can just go on through any of these. What I'm gonna do is, you know, let me see if anybody wants to do a call for this. Okay, let's see. Hopefully, people can pull through. Big sad. Okay, so fantasy's recommended. We're just gonna start fantasy. Um, good music. This would be good fantasy music for who? That's the wrong button. Who is this good fantasy music for? Let's start out as a squire. Don't know what that is. Guy. Generating story. Alright. You are Guy, a squire living in the kingdom of Larion. You have a spear and a pack of supplies. You follow Sir Theo as he enters the forest. Wait. You follow Sir Theo as he enters the forest. He turns to you and says, "We are going on a quest, a simple quest to bring back an important person from the wild. You must defend me with your life." You nod and go off into the woods. You are not sure what to do. So, now I can do, say, or progress the story through any means that I'd like. How you guys want to go about doing this? Because 3 people gotta be able to think of something. Right now, I'm gonna start by very simple, just say, okay. See what it generates from that. You nod and go off into the woods. You are not sure what to do. Theo talks to you as he walks. We are looking for a village of Crete. You nod. So, I nod. What do we do now? I like the way you think. I want to commit arson. I like that. You nod and... That's the same. So far, we found a ruined castle in a surrounding forest. I want to commit arson. Commit arson. Is this gonna work? This isn't... Mudkips, it won't let me commit arson. Do. Burn the town. Why won't it let me do anything? Theo nods. He says, that's a good idea, but not essential. You nod. So far, we've found a ruined castle in a surrounding forest. Okay, you decide to walk through the forest. You find a ruined castle in there. Burn Theo. Burn Theo. I burn Theo. You keep walking. You find a ruined castle in there. You see a ghostly knight on a horse. He calls out, "Who dares disturb my peace?" Say, Theo. It's his quest, not mine. Theo nods and he says, that's a good idea, but not essential. What is up with this? What is happening? I'm gonna reload. Something's not right with this. AI dungeon connecting to servers. You know what? We're gonna... New story. Home. New game. Single player. Fantasy. We're starting over. We're starting over. Single player. What type do we do? Because we gotta do something. Theo does not want to cooperate. He's acting like an Oblivion character. Theo doesn't want to cooperate, so we gotta get someone to cooperate. So what setting shall we take? While I pop my knuckles. Bet. Alright, am I a soldier, a survivor, or whatever that is? I feel like a survivor would be the best to commit arson. My name is Arsonist. You are Arsonist, a survivor trying to survive in a post-apocalyptic world by scavenging among the ruins of what is left. You have a backpack and a canteen. You haven't eaten in 2 days, so you're desperately searching for food. You enter a rundown building and find a small storeroom full of rubbish. You quickly begin to sort through it. As you do so, you hear the sound of footsteps from the abandoned building next door. You look up and see some people have entered your building through an open window. What do we do, chat? Set the building on fire. Let's see if it'll let me do this, or if Theo's gonna make... if you stay here with the strangers... if you stay here, the strangers will probably kill you. If you can kill them and take their guns, you'll at least have a chance to survive. You quickly scavenge the room for flammable objects and find a pile of old newspapers in which you light. So, the building's on fire. What do I do now? Bum, 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 bum. I already commit arson. Wait. Wait, I already did the arson. Run away from the building. I already commit arson. You rush out of the building and run away. You hear screams behind you as the fire quickly takes hold. You run desperately away from the flames, but the area is littered with debris. Walls have collapsed, and fires burn everywhere. Are you happy? Is this the arson you wanted? What do I do now? Everything's on fire. There's no more arson to be committed. You cannot burn the fire. Do get water to put out the fire. Reverse arson. You rush back to the building, slip and fall on the way. You narrowly avoid death as you hit the ground. The fire is spreading quickly and you need to act fast. You see a garden hose lying nearby which could be used to put out the fire. Put out the fire with the garden hose. I got water, so I'm gonna put out the fire. You quickly use the hose to put out the fire before it spreads, but you need to move fast because the flames are already licking at your heels. You run as fast as you can to where you hope water is close. Wait, you already have the garden hose. Okay, well, you quickly use the hose to put out the fire. You run as fast as you can. Okay, so the garden hose didn't help. The fire's still spreading, and I need to find water. What do I do? Search for remember and explore to find more tips on how to keep the eye on track. Swim in the water? Swim in the water. You race down towards the river where you see a small dock protruding from the water. You hope there might be a boat or some other way of escaping this area. You reach the dock and dive straight into the icy water. Okay, chat, do we get in the boat or do we swim away? Because we can either... Wait. Oh no, we didn't see a boat. We didn't see a boat. So we're just swimming in icy water. What do we... Okay, so we're going to summon a boat. Get in the boat. How's the AI doing? Pretty good. AI's doing pretty good. You quickly... Name it the SS Mudkip? Okay. You quickly board the boat and row away from the burning dock as fast as you can. You have no idea where the boat is heading, but it has to be better than this. You row for what seems like hours before seeing a bridge in the distance. Name the boat SS Mudkip. You row towards the bridge, which has a sign over it that clearly says drainage. You see two figures on the bridge watching you approach. They're clearly not human. The one on the right is a scary goblin with a creature... Wait. The one on the right is a scary goblin-like creature with a large hook for a hand. Okay, so I assume the boat has a name now. What do we do about the drainage and the scary goblin? We got to do something. Also, there's a figure on the left, and we have no idea what that is. We're not even going to talk about that. But what do we do with the bridge and the goblin? Say, please help me. You say, please help me, but nothing happens. The goblins simply stand there and watch you approach. You can't fight them, they are far too many, and you are a weak and exhausted man who has been surviving for 2 days by eating rats. Okay, so what we get from this story so far is that 2 goblins is too many for me to handle. Because I've only been eating rats and committing arson. So do I just try to escape? Okay, what do I do? Either yours or the AI's. Okay, what are these buttons? That's not what I wanted. Okay. Book it. What are you on about, Mudkips? Book it away from the goblins. Mudkips, I have no idea what you're talking about. You know what? I'll take your word for it then. You row as fast as you can, but the goblins are much faster. One of them grabs the oars from your hands and holds you down. Another one puts a large knife to your throat. I'm gonna skin you alive, it screams. Does that statement still apply? I don't know, they're goblins. Should I ask him? I can ask him. I'll ask him. Why are you attacking me? We can figure out. The goblin says nothing. It simply opens its mouth, revealing 100 sharp teeth, which descend before you. You put your hand over its mouth, but that doesn't stop it from tearing flesh from bone. You quickly lose consciousness. Alright, so my hand is pure bone now. Alright, where do I wake up? I'm not dead, I'm just unconscious. Where do I wake up? Well, you know what? I'm gonna just do wake up and see what happens. And then we'll go from there. Because, I mean, that's truly the only thing I can do. You wake up with a start and find yourself completely intact. You're surprised to find you still quite wet. You look around and see a small patch of land that has come away from the drain pipe you were sitting in. Okay, so never mind, my hand is not bone. Well, no, I guess it can still be intact and not have flesh. That makes sense. Okay, but the goblins are gone, and I am incredibly wet because of the water. Are we in the boat? I don't know. I don't think so. I think we're just in a drain pipe now. I think the boat's gone. You look around and see a small patch of land has come away from the drain pipe you were sitting in. Yeah, the SS Mudkip is gone. Oh, wait. Want more story to generate? Just press enter without typing in an action. Okay. That's good to know. So if we don't want to do anything, I can just hit enter and more will happen. So do we want to do something, or do we just want to let the story keep writing itself from here? Because we can do either. My phone's still got a ways to charge before we can start doing Pokemon cards. Keep going? Okay. You need to get out of here now. You consider climbing up through the hole you can see in the pipe, but you don't have the tools to make it higher, so you just have to hope they haven't found the exit you made. Okay, so we're still we're hiding from the goblins right now. We're worried about the goblins on our trail. You consider climbing up through the hole you can see in the pipe, but you don't have the tools to make it higher, so you'll just have to hope they haven't found the exit you made. Okay, so we're going back into the drainage pipe right now. So what are we doing with the drainage pipe? Use the boat to make a tool to climb. Use the boat to make a tool to climb with. I'm trying to be very careful with my phrasing so that the AI doesn't mess up. You look around for something to use as a climbing tool and see the boat. It's made of flimsy material, but as long as you don't fall more than 10 feet, it should cushion your landing. You quickly get into a kneeling position and grab the boat. I'm going to keep going because I need more. You slip and fall into the pipe, but the boat cushions your impact, so you land on it rather than on concrete. You can make out voices outside, so you're hopeful you haven't been found. You get back outside and stuff the boat into the drain pipe. Okay, so the boat plan didn't work. We fell right back down. So we're basically back where we started, except now the boat is inside the drainage pipe. 07 SS Mudkip. So the goblins are right outside. What do we do? Because we need to make sure that if the goblins get us, I'm pretty sure I die. So what do we do to make sure that the goblins don't get us? Go deeper into the drainage pipe. go deeper into the drainage pipe. You are hopeful that you haven't been found when you see a light at the end of the drainage pipe. You carry down the drain pipe and see a large underground river. The light is coming from a torch carried by 2 goblins who are standing by a large rowing boat. Okay. Oh, I think I understand what's going on, but not really. Meet some rat people. We're gonna meet some rat people. You go up to the goblins and ask, "Where are you going?" The goblins look suspicious and defensive immediately. "Who are you?" one of the goblins asks. You realize that they must have some suspicion that you're planning to rob them. The rat from the showstopper rat? Alright, so... You know, I never said that I was a human. I just said that my name was Arsonist and that I'm a man. Unless it did say I'm a human. No, it just says I'm a survivor. Should I be a rat person? Ba, 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 ba. Who are you? One of the goblins asked. I am Arsonist the Rat Person. You say, "I am Arsonist. The rat people sent me to find more food for them." The goblins don't seem to react to this. "What is a rat person?" one of them says. "A person who is also a rat." Right. The goblins react angrily to this. "We aren't rat people, we are goblin people," one says. "I'm not a ratling like those 2 idiots in there," you say. "I'm a real rat person." This isn't the insult you wanted. So I'm in an argument with 2 goblins about whether or not I'm a rat person and whether or not they're rat people. What's a ratling? Alright, what do I say to him? What do I yell back? How do I insult these goblin people? Apparently. What is happening? Okay? I'm... Make it... What if I made a D&D campaign out of this? Ba 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 ba. Use the alter command to directly change the AI's response to your input to take the story wherever you'd like. I'm not going to do that. A ratling is a rat-sized person. A rat person is a person-sized rat. Okay, that makes sense. I'm just going to hit enter and see what happens. The goblins seem to think you're lying. "Meet me outside the camp in 1 hour," one of the goblins says before walking off. They clearly aren't rat people, and they don't seem to be willing to listen to reason. Perhaps it's best to leave them alone for now. Okay. So we have the understanding that we are not rat people. Or that they're not rat people. I am a rat person, and apparently there are ratlings in the sewer. So, what do I do now? One of the goblins is gone. One of them is still here, and they're still looking at the boat. So right now, I'm outside the sewer, talking to 2 goblins, or well, talking to 1 goblin who's looking at a boat. Alright. Get in the boat and row away. I'll seduce the goblin next. The goblin... They took the boat. I can't seduce the goblin if they took the boat. The goblins row away in the boat. The last sight you have of it is one of them throwing something over into the center. It looks like a lever of some sort. You aren't going to try and stop them. You'll be able to get to them again later. Yeah, that wasn't the SS Mudkip. The SS Mudkip is in the sewer, remember? Because we tried to jump in it. I'm going to try... Well, I can't seduce the goblin anymore because the goblins are gone. I'm not going to try to confuse this AI. I can do that next. So, what do we do? We're outside the sewer. Go. I don't think it has SS Mudkip saved as a key term. So I'm just going to say go get the boat out of the... Was it a sewer or was it a drainage pipe? Drain pipe. Okay. So, drain pipe. Go get the boat out of the drain pipe. You walk back into the pipe and see that the end of the boat is sticking out of the pipe. You reach down and pull it out of the pipe, and a rope tied to the other end comes with it. You start using it to pull yourself up. Okay, so now I'm going up. Now I'm going up like I originally wanted. So, what do we do now? We have the SS Mudkip, and now we have a rope that we're using to go up. The goblins have the boat. And there's ratlings in the sewer that need me to get food for them. And I am Arsonist the Rat Person. It's me, Arsonist. Find something to make tires and turn it into a car. Find some tires and make a car. You look around for old tires and see some stacked up near a van that has been pulled up on its side and lying on its roof. You slip and fall in the oily patch you've just uncovered and find yourself sinking into the oil even further. I'm sinking into oil. Light it on fire. Gotta stick to the roots. The American dream. You use the fire to your advantage and light the oil on fire. You can see smoke pouring out of the ground nearby and a man running towards it. You drop the fire and knock the full can of fuel oil over next to the van. Okay, so someone's running towards us, and there's a huge fire surrounding this van. This van is about to explode. Do I take the tires and run, or do I go to the man? Those are the two paths we can take. Where's the boat? I still have the boat. I have the boat, the rope, and I can either take the tires or save the man. So do we take the tires or save the man? Get the tires, then go to the boat. Get the tires and return to the boat. You pull yourself out of the hole and drag the tire with you as you go get to the pipe. You pull it back inside and start climbing down the loose pipe, laying the tires on the ground as you go. Okay, so I'm leaving a trail of tires, and I don't exactly know why, but I'm leaving a trail of tires. Okay, so change it. Oh yeah, I can do that. Take the tires, pull yourself out of the hole, dragging the tires, dragging. Oh, 2Gs. Put it back inside. Start climbing down the loose pipe. We can just end the sentence there. Okay. Alright. So now what do? We have the tires and we're going down the pipe. We're going back to the boat. Wait, hang on. I'm gonna edit it so it also says you arrive at the boat. Attach the tires to the boat. Yeah, we still need to find food for the rat people, or for the ratlings. You start attaching the tires to the boat and start rowing towards shore. By the time you arrive, a large group of people have gathered around the boat. You disembark and get a mixed reaction from them. Some are happy to see others survived, while others just seem angry and mean. So it looks like we're just abandoning the ratlings. So, Okay, what do we do with this group of people? Oh, we can... Okay, this is the rat people? I'm gonna say hello to the rat people. Hello, rat people. Yeah, but the ratlings are in... No, 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 I'm a rat person. The ratlings are in the pipe. Okay, the rat people are the people that we're getting food for. That's our quest. We're getting... Well, we've also eaten some rats. Okay, so we have rats, ratlings, and rat people. I am a rat person. It's a Pokemon evolution. I'm a rat person, and I'm getting food for the ratlings that were in the sewer. In the sewer were ratlings. This is a separate community of rat people. You say, hello, I am Arsonist the Rat... I'm a ratling, never mind. I'm a ratling. I'm not a rat person, I'm a ratling. Okay. You say, hello, I am Arsonist, the ratling captured by the goblins. A woman with a leather pouch walks over to you, offering you some rat meat. You accept it and thank her. Okay, we can get an NVC in a second. So you're the ratling the goblins captured. Okay, Mudkips, what do you want? What do you want? Hang on, let me DM you. That'll be easier. Alright, explain this to me.
Okay, so here's the lore.
Okay, hang on, let me turn you up so they can hear you on stream. Okay, you're at 200.
No, you're a rat the size of a person. A ratling is a person the size of a rat. And then rats are just rats.
Okay, but look, it says right here, hello, I'm Arsonist the Ratling. I am a ratling.
Edit it.
See you,
That's
Michael.
not true. You said it was
Have a
rat.
nice sleep.
You said you were a rat person. Unless they're just different terms.
I said I was a rat person, but the AI changed my mind and said I'm a ratling.
They might just be different terms for the same thing.
Okay, so we can agree that a ratling and a rat person are the same thing in this universe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright. Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
Give me more suggestions in stream. Bye-bye. That was Comrade Mudkips. He's in stream. I just closed Discord. Okay, you say, hello, rat people. You say, hello, I am Arsonist, the ratling captured by the goblins. A woman with a leather pouch walks over to you, offering you some rat meat. You accept it and thank her. So, you're the ratling the goblins captured. What do I do now? We vibin'. Maybe ratlings are just kid rat people? Yeah, that'd work. Yeah, that makes sense. We're building a whole race in our heads. Oh my god. Okay, I'm just gonna hit enter and see what happens. You nod. Well, I'm the chief's daughter, and I see you as a potential food source if you are indeed a ratling, she says. Uh-oh, is she gonna try to eat me? I'm the chief's daughter, and I see you as a potential food source if you are indeed a ratling. I think she's gonna try to eat me, chat. What do I do? I can't let her eat me. If she eats me, I die. And that's game over. Guess cannibalism is acceptable? And this, yeah, I guess so. Oh, I'm the chief's daughter and I see you as a potential food source. Okay, does she mean food source as like I can be a scavenger, or food source as in I will be the meat? Set her on fire? Okay. I am Arsonist. Set the chief's daughter. What? Oh. On fire. Arson. I am Arsonist. You set the chief's daughter on fire. It takes her a few seconds to realize what's going on before she screams in agony as the flames engulf her body. The onlookers are silent. So does that mean I'm the chief's daughter now? Declare. Hang on. I am the new chief's daughter. Hang on. I'm declaring my... You declare yourself the new chief's daughter. The onlookers cheer and congratulate you. You make a speech about building stronger relationships with the others and how there's much work to be done. Over the next few months, the survivors begin to dwindle down. Okay, so we just time skipped a few months, and the goblins haven't come back. Okay. What now? So, Arsonist is now the chief's daughter. And over the next few months, the survivors begin to dwindle. So our population's going down. So we need to do something to either get the population back up, or we need to abandon this. You know what? I'm just gonna... Under strange circumstances, you begin to disappear. Many people have disappeared under mysterious circumstances. You are never found. It is thought that the Ratlings got you. Okay. So there's some weird things going on with this Ratling society during the apocalypse. Yeah, keep in mind, this is still during... Apparently, Ratlings are not rat people. So I guess I was just lying? I said I was a rat. I told the goblins I was a rat person, right? Yeah, I told the goblins I was a rat person. And then I told the rat people that I was a ratling. Okay. How does this work out? I don't know. Okay, so I left the tribe. I left the chief. And I left the tribe. I'm on my own. They think I'm dead. Ooh, I could be mixed breed. You know what? Hang on. Let me look something up real quick. Ratling. Oh. Okay, what about rat person? Yeah, that's about what I expected. Okay. Your mom is a rating. Your mom, yeah, my mom's a ratling, my dad's a rat person. That would fit in this universe. Or vice versa, either way. Okay, well, I'm alone now. I disappeared under mysterious circumstances. What do I do? Also, I know it. Press enter. Okay. The AI doesn't know what to say. Huh. The AI doesn't know what to do. Alright, let's see. Should we go find... Let's go find the goblins. Go find the goblins. Well, I'm going to find the goblins now. Yeah, that works. You head up the mountain to find the goblins. You see smoke rising from the distance of the camp of goblins. You see the camp is much bigger than it was before. The goblins seem to have a permanent camp up here recently. Perhaps the Ratlings have moved into more traditional dwellings. Okay, so this is obviously a Ratling Goblin war. That's easy to figure out. So, do I go to the camp? Or do I go back down the mountain? Haha! Hooray, racism! I don't know. Ratlings and rat people are something we can figure out later. We can figure out the logistics of that later. So do I go to the camp or go down? Alright. Go up to the camp, and then I'll say that next. So I'll go ahead and say. You head up to the goblin camp. The goblins have made this into their permanent home. They've rigged up a system of ropes, ladders, and wooden walkways up to a mountain peak. You see actual cabins. Remember me, bitches. That's. Yep. Thank you. You walk out from the trees and see a goop. Wait. Why didn't I say it? Ah, I do say it. Oh! You walk out from the trees and see a group of goblins sitting around a fire. They look at you, and one is clearly their chief. The one he sits next to is his daughter. You wonder if that's why he's so friendly to you. Remember me, bitches? Okay, so I'm the Ratling chief daughter. Or maybe the Rat Person's chief's daughter. Right now. And this is the Goblin chief and the Goblin chief's daughter. They seem to They seem to remember. The chief stands up and makes a few hand signals. I knew it was you, says the chief. You broke into our larder and stole our most prized delicacy. Do you think we wouldn't remember? Okay, so apparently this happened during the months I was the Rattling chief daughter. This happened in between then. Give me names? I don't know names. Okay, what names do you want? I can make names for all these characters. I can develop this world if you really want me to. I can build this world. Ask your names. Okay. What are your names? I am Arsonist. Hey, I made names. Oh, I'm Garmor, says the Goblin Chief, the Red Hand clan, at your service. He walks over and offers you a seat next to him and his daughter. You accept. Okay. So even though I stole their most prized delicacy, I'm not renaming the Goblin Chief. Did you think? Okay. So they're mad at me. But I guess they're not? Is this the thing like respect? I'm not renaming the Goblin Chief to Mudkip. You already had the SS Mudkip. That's all you get. No, the SS Mudkip still exists. I can bring the SS Mudkip here. I can have... The SS Mudkip was never destroyed. Because remember, we found it at the pier in that first village. We took it to the Goblin camp. I passed out, and we woke up with the SS Mudkip in the sewer. I left it there. I brought it into the sewer. I went to see the goblins. They had their own boat left. I used the SS Mudkip and the rope to get up the sewer, met the rat people, became the chief's daughter, and was with them for a month. Everything since then, I've had the SS Mudkip. So what do you want me to do with it? No, I'm not renaming the chief. The chief's name is Garmor. I'm not renaming the chief. His name is Garmor. I'm gonna hit enter. How's the AI doing? Great, honestly. What are the Red Hands like, you ask? Well, begins Garmor, we have plenty of land, so we're very laid back. We keep to ourselves and focus on the here and now. We're very fond of raiding and stealing from others. Okay, so this is like a respect thing. I was able to steal from them, so they respect me now. Okay. I get this, I think. Okay, what do I do now? What can I say? Should I lead him to the Ratling camp? I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know if I want to do that, Mudkips. Should... Fine. Fine. No, I'd be the Goblin Chief if I kill Garmor. Garmor's the Goblin Chief. I'm already the yeah, okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Garmor. The other goblins run off, escaping through the tunnels. You grab the chief's daughter and quickly descend the mountain. Who are you? She asks. The future is uncertain. You pull out your phone and text your mates. I just text my friends. Lol, just became the chief of the goblins. Oh, okay. Who am I texting? Okay. Do I answer the chief's daughter? Do I go for texting? Or do I go somewhere else? Those are the three paths we can take. Bup, bup. Text? Okay. Then I'll just hit enter. Because I don't know how to phrase that. I'm the future. No. Undo. 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 Okay. Text the Ratlings. And tell them that you have the Goblin Chief's daughter. I spelled that wrong. You text the Ratlings and tell them that you have the Goblin Chief's daughter. They quickly appear, climbing up from the tunnels and swarm over you. One takes the Chief's daughter while the other holds you down. They're turning on me. Wait. The Goblins went through the tunnels, and the Ratlings went through the tunnels. I've been double-crossed by the Ratlings. It doesn't matter. We can sort this out later. The point is, the Ratlings have turned on me. What do I do? Okay, the Goblin Chief's daughter is gone. What do I do? What? Tell the other rats that... What? What? No, that's not her name. I'm not letting that be her name. Oh my god. You text the Ratlings and tell them you have the Goblin Chief's daughter. They quickly appear, climbing up from the tunnels and swarm over you. One takes the Chief's daughter while the other holds you down. Tell the other rats that I have boobies, barks one of the Ratlings. You nod and text the message. They laugh and carry you away to be eaten. It can't be your name. That's capital. Garmor and his daughter boobies. Oh my god. Okay. That's her name, I guess. Okay, they laugh and carry you away to be eaten. Okay. What do I do now? Maybe? I don't know. What do I do? I'm about to be eaten by rats and ratlings and rat people and boobies. I don't know why. Why? Okay. Oh, wait. No. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Never mind. I delete that. No. No, I don't. No, I don't. Go away. Delete that. How do I delete that? What's this? Undo. Okay. Enter. Okay. Okay. That works. Eat the ratlings. I tried. I tried, man. They ate me. They ate me. I don't... What do I do with that? What? I have to escape from their stomachs now because they ate me. You escape from their stomachs, you're free. You wait patiently in the dark corner of the camp, watching the rats emerge from the tunnels. Many carry the goblin chief and his daughter. This one looks like a giant. I agree, let's eat it. Okay, so they have Garmor's body, and they have boobies. I'm free. What now? Yeah. Yeah, we never got rid of that. That was still just laying there. Leave. You leave the camp, waiting patiently until nightfall. You sink away and return to the forest. You wander along the path, wondering what you do with your life. You come to a fork in the path. I'm off to explore the west. Okay, this... Do we continue the story, or do we end the story here and pick it up next time? Because I'm willing to keep going with this. This is a great story so far. Arsonist the Rat Person. Okay. Return and get the SS Mudkip. You return and get the SS Mudkip. You take the boat to the Island of Sunken Delights. You arrive at the Island of Sunken Delights. It's a magic place filled with strange creatures and strange plants. Okay. So, I didn't go explore the west. I changed my mind and got the SS Mudkip. Which is also a car and a boat. Yeah. Yeah, because if you remember, all the way up here... Where is it? There it is. I named it. Do I not have poggers? I should have poggers enabled. That's weird. I don't know. Alright, what do? I'm at the Island of Sunken Delights. I am Arsonist the Rat Person. I have the SS Mudkip. I have a rope, and I have the SS Mudkip, which is a car and a boat. I have a rope. I am the chief. I am the Rat Person chief's daughter, and I am guilty of assassinating. Give the SS Mudkip sentience. Give the SS Mudkip sentience. Give the you name Senate. Rename Syntic to SS Mudkip. Also, there's a short fat goblin. Okay, so the SS Mudkip is now sentience, and it has the alias Synetic. There's a short fat goblin that is here, and suddenly I begin to feel ill. What do? The short goblin's here, and I'm ill. I feel like I'm about to throw up. Where do we take this? How many frames have I dropped? I'd say that's pretty good. What do we do with the SS Mudkip, the short fat goblin, and my illness? Ask the SS Mudkip or the short fat goblin? Because now there's two characters other than me that I gotta worry about. The goblin? Okay. Ask the short fat goblin for some Pepto-Bismol. You asked the short fat goblin for some Pepto-Bismol. Pepto-Bismol? Where did you find him? I found him floating in the river. Oh, he's a mudkip, a very rare and strange creature. Pepto-Bismol is a person. Now, it's a mudkip. It's a pink mudkip named Pepto-Bismol, I guess. He's a mudkip. Pepto-Bismol. Okay. So, I ask, then the goblin responds, Pepto-Bismol? Wait. Who's saying these things? I assume each line is one person. Okay, so I ask for some Pepto-Bismol. The goblin says, Pepto-Bismol? Where'd you find him? I respond, I found him floating in the river, and then the goblin responds, oh, he's a mudkip, a very rare and strange creature. Yeah, there's the SS mudkip, and then Pepto-Bismol the mudkip. Here, hang on. Wait, is shiny mudkip pink? Shiny mudkip's pink. Pepto-Bismol the shiny mudkip. Pepto-Bismol the shiny mudkip. It works. Nice. Okay, so right now, there's me, there's Arsonist the Rat Person, there's the SS Mudkip, the sentient boat car, there's the short fat goblin, and Pepto-Bismol the shiny mudkip. What do we do? What do we do, chat? Ask SS Mudkip what he thinks about Pepto-Bismol. The shiny... I'm gonna just introduce this to the lore right now. Just so it can establish Pepto-Bismol the shiny mudkip as a character. For this, hopefully the AI picks up on it. What's Pepto-Bismol, you ask? I ask. Something... We could. Should I pay attention to SS Mudkip's voice, or should we go ahead and nickname Pepto-Bismol? Which do we do first? Pay attention to the voice, or nickname Pepto-Bismol? Because we're going to do both eventually. Pay attention to the boat. Okay, so just hit enter, I guess. See what happens. This is lore? Okay. Do you like Pepto-Bismol? I hate him, says SS Mudkip. Pepto-Bismol is a jerk. Yes, he is. I wish he was dead. I agree. Okay, so Arsonist and SS Mudkip hate Pepto-Bismol. The shiny Mudkip. So, we want to kill Pepto-Bismol now. I did it. I can... Hang on. I can work with this. I can work with this. Does that work? Will that work for you? If I leave Pepto-Bismol's corpse with a short fat goblin, will that work? Or should I just completely give up on that? Okay. Take this corpse, you order the goblin. Feed it to the river. You continue your journey through the Island of Sunken Delights. Okay, so we just asserted our dominance over that goblin. So, what do we do now? It's Arsonist and SS Mudkip going through the... You and me in the boat car. Where do we go now? Do we just hit enter and let the lore carry itself? This is our second journey. You continue your journey. One day, after you've rested, you notice a small structure on the ground with a faint glow coming from inside it. Oh, I guess the goblin... Okay, so I guess the goblin went with us too. What's inside? It's a cage, huffs the goblin. You step towards it, but the goblin tackles you. The rattling arc is over. Okay, so the goblin tackled me. There's a cage in a structure on the... There's a glow inside the cage in the structure. And there's the SS Mudkip just there. And the goblin tackled me. What do we do now? The Rattling arc and the Sunken Delights arc. Do we fight back? You need a thing that repels goblins. Sick the boat on him. I mean, yeah, the SS Goblin technically does... The SS Goblin. The SS Mudkip technically does repel goblins. I can write that in. Okay. Sick SS Mudkip on the goblin. On the Giblin. SS Mudkip roars, but the goblin dodges and leaps out of the way. This is a very bad goblin, says the goblin. We should leave him alone. The goblin said that, guys. The goblin's playing... Oh! Is he talking about the glow in the cage? Is he third person? Or, wait, is he third person? I mean, he could be. Well, no, it wouldn't be third person because he's talking about himself. Did this end? This ended. This works. No free clout. No free clout. No free clout. This is an hour and a half. Okay. Is he talking third person? Or is he referring to the light? Because if he was talking third person, he's saying that he is a bad goblin and that we should leave him alone. Doesn't make any sense. Okay, if we translate that into first person, though, that becomes, I am a very bad goblin. We should leave me alone. That doesn't make any sense. So I'm pretty sure he's... I swear. Did my Wi-Fi just cut out? No. Okay, nice. Okay. I'm confident that he's talking about the light. I think. Okay, what does story do? What happens next? What do you do? What do you say? Okay, so I can't exactly just do that. I have to do something, say something, or say what happens next. I can't just establish a fact with the prompts that it gives me. So I can like equip the SS Mudkip with Goblin Repellent. Yeah, let me do that. With Goblin Repellent. Yep. Oh, well. Oops. Well, we'll just say I did that. We'll just say that's how I did it in the lore. Okay. The SS Mudkip emits a foul smell that makes the goblin sneeze. This turns the goblin's attention to you, and it sprints over to you and begins kicking you. Okay. What do we do? Because keep in mind, there's still the glowing light inside that cage that we don't know what it is. Assassinate the goblin? I'm not going to say assassinate, I'm just going to say shoot. Goblin. Here we go. Okay. The goblin falls to the ground, kicking you. You stand up slowly. Thanks, says the goblin. Okay. So, I think we just left the goblin to die with the glowing light. Okay, we're still going towards this. Should I just hit enter and see what happens? Yeah, I think for stuff that says it just continues on, I think I'm just going to automatically hit enter and see what happens. One day, you come across a strange structure made of bone. What's inside? It's a cage, says the goblin. Okay. So we shot the goblin, but the goblin still came with us. The goblin is adamant about following us, even though it's been shot and, like, there's goblin repellent on SS Mudkip. This is an adamant goblin. I think some Mudkip is a goblin. No, it doesn't. It clearly sees them as two separate characters. At least right here it does. Besides, we already established that the SS Mudkip was the boat. Because see right here. Yeah, you return and get the SS Mudkip. You take the boat to the island. It automatically associated SS Mudkip with boat. We gave it sentience. I named it Cinetic. And then I renamed Cinetic back to SS Mudkip. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so this is the second cage we've come across. We came across a cage of metal? No, we just noticed a cage with a... We've noticed a cage with a glow and a cage of bone. So what do we do? Do we ignore the cage or do we mess with it? That's not how you say that. Xylophone. This can be the filler episode. The bones make a funny xylophone sound. There's someone in there, you say. The goblin leaps back. Okay, so there is someone in there. Okay, the goblin leaps back. I'm gonna hit enter. This is lore. It's just a bone. Okay, hang on. I think I'm gonna undo that enter so I can ask its name. Ask the short, fat goblin what its name is. I'm gonna undo that enter. That never happened. Did I lose internet? Or is this just lagging? I've dropped 10,000 frames. Hey, I mean, hey, it says it's going well. Okay. You ask the short fat goblin what its name is. What do you think my name is? You tell me, fat goblin. It's not important. Not important, it's very important. Ah, well, maybe not. And then, I'm hungry. Lag? Okay, yeah, so that's not just on my end. I'm dropping frames. I have no idea why. It'll only be for this stream. I'll be back at my dorm and in the study room, and it'll work better there. Okay, what do we do here? The goblin won't tell us its name. Suddenly, you feel yourself shrinking, your bones fuse together, your skin hardens. I'm a goblin. I'm a goblin. I am SS. Hang on. I'm just gonna keep it like that. I'm not doing... Alright, so I ate the cage of bones. I became a goblin. So now it's me, the short... Arsonist the Goblin now. The short, fat goblin, and SS Mudkip. And also Pepto-Bismol's like floating in a river outside the island. We're on the island... What was the name of this? The Island of Sunken Delights. What do I do here? What? The bones could be an excellent source of nutrients. Go away, says SS Mudkip. Okay, so these bones are starting to be a source of tension between us. What do I do? What happens? He already is a living thing. He has sentience. I don't like the bones, says SS Mudkip. You push SS Mudkip. Okay. Force him to eat the bones. I'd say you'll have to get over it, and then I push him, and then hit enter. He falls down. You yell, "Hey, why am I the bad guy again?" So I yell, "Hey, why am I the bad guy again?" So now what? Do I just hit enter again and get more lore? Or do I do something? Because the short fat goblin's here, Arsonist the Goblin is me, and the SS Mudkip is now on the ground. Okay. Hey, I'm sorry, you say. I didn't mean to push you. SS Mudkip stares at you for a few seconds. Okay, he says. Get help from the short, fat goblin. Goblin. Okay. I already pushed the pod. I don't think I can keep... You asked the short, fat goblin what his name is. What do you think my... Okay. So I tried to ask him his name again, and he denied me again. What do we do now? I got help from the goblin. I don't know what I got help from the goblin with, but I got help from the goblin. So what do we do? Alright. No, that's cheating. If the goblin doesn't want to tell me his name, he won't tell me his name. Alright, not important, very important. Oh, well, maybe not. I'm hungry. You begin to worry. We need to find sustenance, you say. Where do you think we might get some? Some place that sells food. So, should we just go get food? If he's hungry, he can eat the bones. No, I already ate the bones. Remember? I ate the bones. Mudkip ate the bones. The bones are gone. We already ate the bones. Just gonna say go get food. Go get foof. No. No. Stop. Go away. Thank you. Go find a town. You find a village. It's unsurprisingly completely empty. Is someone here, you ask somebody? Maybe. There's a murmuring sound coming from the walls of the house. You go check it out. Alright. What do we do here? What do we do in this town? I'm just gonna hit enter, because this is possibly lore. The houses are alive. You find a bunch of people with little people in you find a bunch of little people with green skin and big eyes. They're naked, which isn't surprising, because they're little people. Hello, you say. The little people look at you, but don't say anything. Do you people need help? Alright. Do I get more plot, or do I do something? Yeah, and once this arc wraps up, I'm going to move on to the Pokemon cards. And then after that, we'll end stream. Maybe another hour or so. More plot? Okay. You ask? Maybe, says one of the little people. You're not sure that you want to go on this mission, but you decide to go help with your teammates anyways. You walk through the village, which is made of wooden houses. They're not giving me anything to... Do I burn down the houses? Or do I get more plot? Keep in mind, I'm still Arsonist. Okay. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I figured. If it said wooden houses, it was basically asking for it. They quickly burn down. Children's wooden houses the size of your fist go out like candles. The little people scream and yell as pain as their home ignite. Get out, you yell. Back to our roots. Alright, so I yelled at them to get out. This is lore. They either can't hear you, choose to ignore you, however, finish running out of the village. Stop! Everybody's staying in the village except me. Someone yelled at me to stop. Okay, hang on. We don't know who Zalgo is. We don't know who Zalgo is. Okay. Do we turn around and see what the voice is, or do we just keep running? Because keep in mind, the little green people, SS Mudkip, and the short fat goblin are in the village. And apparently Zalgo, but we don't know who Zalgo is yet. Stop and turn around. The wooden house is burning, people going up flames. You see a little person. Okay, Zalgo didn't appear this time. Okay, what do I do now? Do I go and save him? Or do I turn back around and keep running? You save the little person. Your heart heavy, you sprint towards the burning house. You dive into the fire and save the little person, pulling him out of the way of the falling piece of wood, which crumbles to ash as it hits the ground. You. This is lore. He says, surprised. Why would you do this? I saved you, he said. You humiliated us, he said. Our children are dying. I saved you. The man continues to yell at you, but eventually stops. He's calling us out. Soldier boy, tell him. Is this more lore, or do we do something? Excuse me. Lore, alright. He begins to tear up and then laughs. I'm sorry, he says. Thank you, we'll remember this day. You walk out of the village, now a smoking ruin. We'll never live here again, says the little person. Okay. This is interesting. Okay, I think... Do we do something else? Or do we get more lore? We're moving. We have to move on. You look at your teammates who are reigning in the goblin tribes that have come... The goblins are back. The goblins are back from the Ratling arc. The goblins are here. Goblin tribes. They're here. Raining and the goblin tribes that have come to attack you now. What does raining mean? I know what, like, rain means. No, not... Does this mean that the SS Mudkip and the Short Fat Goblin are the leaders of the goblin tribe that are attacking me? Yeah, our teammates are the SS Mudkip and the Short Fat Goblin. We just burned down the little people town. Everything's gone. They have to leave. And now there's a goblin tribe. Raining is in corralling. Oh, reining in. I get it now. I get it back. I get it now. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah. Sorry about the lag. I don't know what's going on with this Wi-Fi. I mean, it didn't do this when I was here the first time, but things change, I guess. Alright. Okay, so they're holding back the goblin tribes. Keep in mind, I am also a goblin because I ate the bones. I'm no longer a rat person, ratling, whatever. I'm a goblin now. So what do we do? Do we support our teammates? Do we say something? Do we leave? Do we just hit enter and see what happens? Because it's been a while since we've done something. Ah! What do we do? We tell our teammates... Okay. Tell your teammates to run towards the center of the island. That's how they spelled it. Oh. Hang on. What's happening? Okay. Don't do that. Am I telling my teammates or am I telling the goblins? Because if I'm telling my teammates, I need to type something different than if I'm telling the goblins. Okay. Tell the goblins that I am a goblin now, and that I will be their leader. You have to fight the goblins off, but a large number of them decide to follow you as their leader anyway, so you're not really doing badly. Okay, so some of them decided to make me their leader, but the other ones aren't. So, I would... most of them follow me as their leader. Some of them don't. And those are the ones I fought off. So now it's me, SS Mudkip, the Short Fat Goblin, this goblin army. What do I do now? No, no, not yet. This is still the island of whatever. This is still the island of whatever. What is this? The island of Sunken Dreams, I think? Sunken Delights. This is still the island of Sunken Delights. Do I just hit enter and see what happens? Is this lore? I guess. Okay. Lure the opposing goblins into the burning buildings. Okay, I'll do that, then I'll tell them to follow me. No, okay, that's not gonna work. It interpreted that wrong, so I'll just tell them to come with me. Thank you. Thank you, AI. Brilliant. Brilliant deduction. Brilliant reasoning. That didn't help me. I'm hitting enter. You follow the trail of destruction your team and their goblins left, all the while fighting off the newly created goblin tribes. You eventually reach the center, where you find a large human town. So these are the first humans that we've met. So at the center of the Island of Sunken Delights is human. Stick to our roots. Stick to our roots, baby. With the towns of humans now eliminated, you and the rest of your team have to fight off the regular island tribes to a degree that you've almost forgotten about the elves. So I guess the little green people with big eyes were elves? I mean, that works. That could make sense. But I mean, I guess, yeah, I guess we can make Zargon an elf. Yeah, let's just retcon this so that the little green people with big eyes were elves, and Zargon was just one of the elves. Because keep in mind, Zargon, we only met Zargon because I hit enter, and then I immediately undid that. Zargon exists, but we haven't met him yet. Go find the elf tribes? Okay. Return to the elf tribe. This works. You approach the elf tribe cautiously to see how they react. You have to fight several elves along the way, and you have to destroy several elf homes. At the time you reach the elf's current camp, it's Bedlam. But a scene of uproar. So it's chaos. That's basically what it's saying. It's chaos. Okay. Should I just go ahead and name Zargon right now? Should I just go ahead and say, like, find Zargon, the elf, like, chief? Because I want to bring Zargon back. Punt the little people? Okay. So I'll do both of them. Punt the elves and find Zargon, the elf chief. You begin fighting your way through the camp, dodging arrows and spears. You eventually get to Zargon, who's surrounded by several elves. Zargon! You yell. Get him off of me. Okay, who's saying get him off me? I assume Zargon is yelling that to the elves about Arsonist. I'm gonna hit enter. Oh, never mind. Not gonna hit enter. 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 I'm gonna read what happened on stream delay. We can't. The elves say you take your sword to the first elf. Okay, so I was just gonna start slaughtering the elves. Okay. Sick SS Mudkip on Zargon. You run at Zargon and several elves move to stop you, but are shot by the warrior elves. Oh! The warrior elves are on my side? Okay, so the warrior elves are fighting against the elves that were protecting Zargon. I guess this really is the Civil War arc, just not with the goblins, with the elves instead. Huh. What do we do? I say we just hit enter. I'm going to hit enter and see what happens. Because this is... You jump into the air, bringing your foot down as hard as you can on Zargon. SS Mudkip bites down on Zargon's stomach, and his fingers stick into Zargon's face. Okay, SS Mudkip has hands, apparently, now. This is um for the sake of argument, let's just say on the tires. Let's just say like on the tires, like he has fingers that can like shut out, kind of like Wolverine, I guess. Yeah, just for right now. Enter. Okay, this is lore. And his fingers sink into Zargon's face. Arg screams Zargon as you roll SS Mudkip over to reveal a bloody and battered Zargon. You're a fool, elf. Submit to me, and I'll guarantee you safety. A voice cries. Okay. Do I hit enter or do I look towards the voice? Both of them should give me similar results. But with the AI, the way this AI works, I'm not entirely sure. What do you mean the other Zargon? There's only one Zargon. That makes sense? Maybe like the elf warrior? Like the leader of the elf militia? I'm gonna turn to look at the voice. Turn to look at the voice. You see a large humanoid figure standing there holding a spear. It wears little in the way of armor, just a loincloth and some studs on his arms and legs. Okay, that's a description. I can't do anything with that. It's pale and it's long-haired. It's tied up in a tail. It says a red, like blood-filled arteries. Who are you, you ask, raising your spear. I am Karat, chieftain of the River Tribe, he says. Okay, so this is a human. Well, this is a humanoid. Okay. Do we make an alliance with Karat? Because Karat is trying to dominate the elves. I know what I said. Just go with it. Shoot Karat with my gun. Yeah, that's true. Well, no, he's wearing stuff on arms and legs. You fire your rifle, but it's empty. You try again, but it's the same. I'll crush you. My tribe will crush yours. The elves will be extinct. Okay. Form an alliance with Karat. You decide to join forces with Karat and his tribe to crush the elves. Karat raises a spear and you raise your arms and surrender. Before he can strike, you roll to the side, drawing your sword as you do so. Wait. Okay, so I tried to join forces with Karat, but Karat's still attacking me. Probably because I shot at him. Thanks, Mudkips. Kill him in his life. Okay. Alright. We tried to form an alliance. It didn't work. You swing your blade, slashing Karat in the neck. You clutch. You follow up with a powerful swing that decapitates him, making sure to sever his head completely from his body. Alright. Do I declare myself the new chieftain of your storytelling? Okay. Do I declare myself the new chieftain of the River Tribe? Or do I just hit enter? In who all? I'm gonna declare my... Okay. Nope, too bad. Sorry, I already typed the other thing. You decide to be a commander rather than a chieftain and ascend to the throne. You order the bodies of your dead enemies buried so they may not serve as fodder for other tribes to use. Okay. So keep in mind, right now, on the Island of Sunken Delights, we started off by giving SS Mudkip sentience. I'm just going to recap this arc right now. We gave the SS Mudkip sentience, and we met the short fat goblin. We found Peppy, and then we killed Peppy, and the short fat goblin threw him in the river. We went and we found a cage with a glowing light in it, and then the goblin started attacking me. The SS Mudkip then was given the goblin repellent. We moved on to the bone cage. The first bone cage, which was empty. We played it as a xylophone and left that one. We came across a second bone cage. I ate it, became a goblin. I forced SS Mudkip to eat it, and then we got mad at each other. I apologized. We moved on. We came across the elf village. We burned it down. We began to run away. That's true. That is true. We did kill him. Okay. Well. Okay, so anyways, we get to the elf village. We burn everything down, and we start to run away until we see one elf that's about to die. We save that elf, and those elves decide that they need to leave. What do we do now? What did we do? Okay, SS Mudkip and the Short Fat Goblin then started going on the Goblin tribe. We joined forces with them. We destroyed the human village in the center of the island. We came back to the elf tribe. Killed Zargon. And then Karat appeared. We killed Karat and became the leader and became the commander of the river tribe. And then we buried everyone else. What do we do now? Do we declare Pepto-Bismol a false god? Do we declare Pepto-Bismol a false god? Either this AI is getting really lucky with its predictions. Okay. Declare Pepto-Bismol a false god. You order all worshippers of Pepto-Bismol be hunted down to fight the fact that the elves are near invisible during the night and it would be impossible to find them. You decide to change your search tactic. Okay, so the... Okay, hang on. Hang on. We got the river tribe and we have the elves. For some reason, the elves also worship Pepto-Bismol. Okay. Learn what happened and to Pepto-Bismol's body. Decide to search for Pepto-Bismol's body in the hopes that you can still use it to free yourself. You split into a small group of elves to find it and bring it back to camp. I'm hitting enter. You examine it. It seems that Pepto-Bismol is dead and has been for some time. That doesn't surprise you. What does surprise you, however, is that some strange magic seems to have taken place. You feel your body morph into that of an elf and your sword into a bow. You keep these changes secret and go forth to slay your enemies. So post-mortem, Pepto-Bismol turned me into an elf. My gun is empty. I no longer have a sword. I have a bow. I am now Arsonist the Elf. Yeah, I guess I went from a ratling to a goblin to an elf. I'm just getting smaller and smaller. What do I do now? I'm an elf. Go forth to slay my enemies. What enemies do I have? The chief of the goblin tribe is dead. Or the chief of the red hand tribe is dead. The Ratlings think I'm dead. Okay. The AI doesn't know what to say. We need to do something. You know what? It said I was gonna do this. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go forth and slay my enemies. You know what? Actually, I'm not gonna do that. What I am gonna do... Can I save? Settings. I want to save. want to save this game. What is this? Guys, I found the suggestions. Okay. Okay. I'm not gonna do this yet. I'm logged in, right? I hope I'm logged in. No. I'm done with AI Dungeon for the night. We're gonna pick up AI Dungeon next stream. I'm gonna hopefully do this every stream now. I'm gonna close this and pray that it saves. Continue game. Nice. Okay. It saved. It saved. Okay. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna see what my phone's at. And we're gonna get ready for Pokemon cards. I'll be right back, guys.